Very much. Kindly be seated. Today is a very important day, particularly for those who are graduating from their various courses. You are graduating at a very important, exciting time in Christianity in Africa. At a time when the Church of Jesus Christ is growing phenomenally in numbers, in congregations, and in public exposure. So much is happening positively in the church world. But as happens with every growth process, there has to be also not only growth in numbers, but growth in depth. And you are part of God's answer to that need in the African church. You have had the opportunity to be part of a very credible Christian training program and Christian education program, pursuing different courses and in different areas of study. And my desire is that what you have begun here and what is leading you to this graduation will not end after your graduation, that you will be studious and you will commit to the academic pursuits that you have started in your life. The church in Africa is in need of you, is in need of your training, is in need of your scholarship, it's in need of your exposure, it's in need of what you have been trained to do. Many times, especially when it comes to ministry, people are more concerned with the honor of graduation and the honor of an academic title attached to their name, to be said that they have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree in theology, and so on and so forth. And it's great to be acknowledged that way. But the real reason why you go to school and get trained is not really to get a degree. It's to become a better person with what you do. So as much as you're getting a degree and as much as you'll be addressed with somebody with a degree, I would hope that will not be your greatest takeaway from this school. That when you leave, you will not just leave with a degree, but you leave with knowledge. You live with a heart that burns for God, a heart that desires for God, and a heart that goes for the kind of discipline that you developed when you were in school. All too often I've seen pastors graduate, go to seminaries and graduate, but when you listen to them and evaluate their ministry, their preaching, the output of their ministry, it has very little reflection on what they have studied. It's almost like they took the degree, packed it somewhere, and decided to do ministry by themselves without any reference to what they have studied. And I hope that in your teaching, you would apply the same rigor to your teaching. In your ministry, you will apply the same rigor. You cannot be so well trained and behave like somebody who has not been trained. You cannot be so well informed and behave like somebody who has not been informed. You cannot go to a seminary and behave like somebody who has not gone to a seminary. There are many people in the Christian ministry who have not had the privilege you've had, and you have to let them see, not with pride and arrogance, but with a sense of humility and a sense of commitment. You have to let them see that you have been trained and that you are really ready to do the work of God and do it very well. The Christian body has a lot of issues it is dealing with. I've had opportunity to sometimes speak up about some of these things. the church world is a very unregulated world. And when any institution or any vocation, any endeavor that is not well regulated always creates massive difficulties for itself. You can imagine if the health delivery system was not regulated, that anybody can get up and call himself doctor and there will be a doctor, that anybody can perform a surgery, that anybody can prescribe medicine, that anybody can give an injection, that if you say I can, then you can do it. It is called a self-help situation. So can you imagine if you met a doctor who said, you know, I can operate on you. And you ask him, why can you operate on you? You say, yeah, I can. I believe it's my gift. I'm gifted. I can do it. And I was born with it. I was called by God to be a doctor, and I've answered a call, and I can perform surgery. As enthusiastic as he is, you would want to find out, where did you learn to do that? He said, well, you know, I just know how to do it. Go and ask so-and-so and ask so-and-so and ask so-and-so. I've done it for them. I can do it for you too. I think as confident as he is, because he doesn't have a regulated qualification, you would find it very difficult to submit your body to that person, because one little mistake and it'll cost you very severely. The same thing with if you want somebody to design a house for you. He says he's an architect. You say, well, where did you become an architect? Yeah, you know, I believe it's my gift. I know how to design houses. I can see it and draw it. Even in my dreams, I can draw it. And you say, yeah, I believe you can, but have you studied architecture? Oh, no, I haven't, but I know how to do it. As confident as he is, you'll be very careful to submit to him. Maybe if he's building a small chamber and hall, you say, okay, you can try him. But if he's doing a skyscraper, you would definitely want to have an architect, you want to have a qualified civil engineer, you want to have a very good electrical engineer to do all the things you're supposed to do. So regulation and having a system to determine who is qualified to do what is very important. And I feel that lack in the church world, in terms of what we approve of and what we hail, temporarily may be helping us, but in the long run is causing us a lot of havoc. We cannot have a church world where somebody gets up and says, I'm an apostle, and has no basis for that. He just found the title in the Bible and slapped it on himself. Or somebody gets up and says, I'm a prophet. How did you become a prophet? Found a title in the Bible, slapped it on himself. So if that is how we do ministry, once in a while we'll get good people who, yes, through self-help have done what they have done and done it well. But largely, we're going to have a lot of people performing in that area of ministry and causing harm. So what you are doing is a very critical part to say, I am not just called to be a pastor, but I have submitted myself to a regulated body of knowledge to help me to do my work. And that makes you not only called, but also qualified to do the work that you've been called to do. And I want to congratulate you for submitting yourself to that. By and large, you're going to do ministry in whatever area you do ministry, whether you're pastoring a church, teaching a Sunday school, leading worship, wherever you are. I just want you to determine that wherever you function, what you have learned will inform what you do. Not just the action, but also the knowledge base behind what you do. And I pray that God will help you to do all of that. In the end, we just want you to be very successful in your life as an individual, but we want you to also be a blessing to the Church of the Lord Jesus Christ. And may you help the African continent to grow a new generation of church leaders who are qualified and called and qualified, called and trained, called and prepared to do the work of God. And I know that the future of the church in Africa will be safe in your hands, because you represent a new level of leaders, especially in what is called a charismatic church. You are one of the best, one of the first, because charismatics for the longest time did not have trained pastors like you do. And you didn't just go to a 2-week Bible school or a 3-week Bible school. You didn't just go to sit somewhere for somebody to give you notes of his Bible studies and say that he has trained you, but you submitted yourself to an interdisciplinary, peer-reviewed training, which then gives you knowledge beyond just what your pastor is teaching you or what a man of God is teaching you, but some that is broadly accepted as the foundation of knowledge fit for training a pastor. You are one of a kind, and don't devalue and don't undervalue what you have received today. And I pray that the grace of God will equip you and give you longevity in ministry, that you will last very, very long and really be very effective, that through you others will be encouraged to go to seminary, to be trained as you have trained, because your fruit will be an encouragement to them. May the Lord bless your ministry. May the Lord bless your work. May the Lord bless you in the days ahead. And may you go out there and make the Church of Jesus Christ proud as ambassadors of the Lord Jesus. God bless you.